Okay, so we all know the most fundamental ways to save money, like budgeting, only purchasing things you need, never going out of your home, like ever. Okay, just kidding. But yes, these pieces of advice, of course, are very important. But if you're anything like me, a very frugal person and just a little bit weird, you want to know every single way possible to save money in any circumstance, even if it means saving 50 cents. That is why today I will be sharing with you guys 12 clever ways to save money that you probably didn't know about. Number one, immediately cancel free trial subscriptions to avoid being charged. How many times have you looked at your bank statement and wondered, what is that sneaky monthly charge of $10.99 or $3.99? You forgot to cancel your free subscription and now you're being charged for something you don't want. If you want your money back, you're gonna have to go through all this hassle. In order to avoid this dilemma, always make sure to cancel any free trial subscription. It ensures you won't be charged automatically once your trial ends. For most trials, they're still gonna run until they expire, but of course, there's always exceptions. I know I signed up for like free Apple Music for 2 months, and when I tried canceling it, it was just gonna cancel the whole thing altogether. So there are some exceptions, but 90% of the time, you'll still have access to the service until the trial ends. You can literally benefit so much from free trials, especially if you're only planning to use them once. And even if you are planning to commit, it's never a bad idea to get a month free and then start paying. Based on my experience, some of the best free trials come from Amazon Prime, Hulu, and Netflix. Number two, try a different meal kit every week to save on groceries. And let me make one thing clear. This is not sustainable, but can be helpful in the short term. Meal kits from HelloFresh and from Blue Apron offer a 50% discount or even more sometimes off your first order of meals. Based on the promotion that HelloFresh has right now, you can literally get 6 meals for 2 individuals for $53. You guys, this is like almost a whole week's worth of meals for only $53. We all know how expensive groceries are nowadays, and honestly, sometimes the meal kits are actually more affordable, especially in this case, you're getting over 50% off. However, it is important to note that after the first week, usually the promotions are over and the prices for these meals drastically increase. Just make sure to cancel your subscription after you purchase the first week so then you don't get these extra charges. And my recommendation is order on a different meal kit website every week until you're not able to find any more promotions. Who knows how long this might last for you. You can also alternate with the person who's ordering to take advantage of the deal. Number three, take advantage of price matching policies. You guys, so many stores participate in price matching. Target does, Best Buy does, Lowe's does, Michael's does. I'm going to provide a link in the description to the popular stores that participate in it. But basically, price matching means a store will lower its price to match a competitor's. Based on my experience, Target has the best price matching policy. They're able to price match with Amazon, which is awesome because Amazon, for the most part, has really good prices. So the fact that Target can match it is amazing. Number four, check your store's return policy. It might be longer than you think. How many times have you kept something you don't like because you forgot to return it and you think it's too long to get your money back? You guys, a lot of stores have pretty long return policies. I know Walmart has a 90-day return policy. I know Target also has a 90-day one. And in fact, they also have a 1 year, you guys, return policy on Target branded items. So if you bought like clothes from Target, you have a whole year to return them. And somebody might say, well, why would you return something like after a year? But sometimes it happens, life gets in the way, you don't have time to make a return, and this brand new item just kind of sits in your closet. I think a lot of us end up not satisfied with our purchases, but we're like too embarrassed to make a return, or we make up excuses being like, oh no, it's past the 30 days. Also remember that even if you open something, if you're not completely satisfied with it, you can always return it. I know I've returned, for instance, like a moisturizer that I didn't like from Walmart. I let the cashier know that I just didn't like it. I mean, I paid like $15 for it. I'm not just gonna throw those $15 to the trash. Like, these companies, you guys, have so much money, and for them, $15 is nothing. But for us, like, that money does make a difference. So if you're ever not satisfied with something, always check the return policy, because there's a pretty good chance that as long as you're not happy with it, you're able to return it. Number 5, stop buying extended warranties. Do you really need that extra protection plan? There is a very high chance you're going to pay a fee for something you'll never need. In my opinion, manufacturer warranty is more than enough. We need to remember warranty companies are in business because they're making money, not because they're losing money to claims. Statistically speaking, warranties are not worth it most of the time. Funny enough, even when you do have extended warranty and you make a claim, there's a high chance it's going to get denied. I see this happen a lot with cars. I mean, ultimately, it is up to you to decide when the extended warranty is worth it. I think for cars, sometimes it can be worth it and sometimes it's not. Depends on the car that you have. But I think for electronics, it's definitely not worth the high price. Number 6, try intermittent fasting. A lot of research actually supports that intermittent fasting can provide a lot of benefits. I personally stopped eating breakfast in the morning, and I did this because anytime I ate in the morning, I was just struggling with so much low energy and I was having so much trouble focusing. And I never thought it had anything to do with breakfast. Like I was like, maybe there's something else that's wrong with me. I went to the doctor, got blood tests. Turns out I'm completely healthy. Interestingly enough, ever since I started skipping breakfast, I have so much more energy. I feel like I'm able to focus more. And overall, I just feel better. And indirectly, of course, I save money because I'm skipping a big meal in the morning. So now I just worry about lunch and dinner, and I just kind of snack throughout the day. Intermittent fasting, of course, is not for everyone, but I definitely have seen a lot of benefits from it beyond just saving money, but just in my well-being. It's something you definitely want to do some research on, and I just thought I would mention it. Number 7, buy concert tickets last minute. I had a friend tell me about this and I didn't believe her until I tried it myself. I want to say that 7 times out of 10, ticket prices for concerts drop the day before or they drop drastically the day of. This is not for all concerts though, okay? So please don't come for me. Personally, this tactic has worked really well for me. It's allowed me to go to concerts without spending a lot of money. Some of you might be wondering, well, what if the tickets sell out? They will not sell out, you guys. There is always somebody who is trying to sell a ticket. Considering all the resellers that are out there, the prices of these tickets go down because resellers are just trying to get rid of the tickets. So on the day of the concert, they have no choice but to lower the prices or else they're not going to profit at all. In my opinion, it's definitely worth the risk to wait until the day of the concert, but I'm just a little crazy like that. If you don't get anxious about not having the tickets beforehand and you're okay with waiting until last minute, this is a great way to go to events that you want and save money. Number 8, want to shop trendy with the best prices? Use Poshmark. Sometimes we can't find everything we want at a thrift store. If you're wanting a pair of Doc Martens, chances are you're not going to find the color you want and the size at your local thrift store. So what do you do when you really want these shoes, but you don't have enough money to buy them new? You don't have $200. Poshmark is an online marketplace where people sell secondhand fashion. Honestly, from my experience, they have all the latest clothing and shoes that you could possibly want, and they have all sorts of sizes. A lot of time people on here are just selling things that they just bought and couldn't return, or things they only used a couple times and got bored of. In other words, their stuff is in great condition. What's also really nice is you can always make an offer on something. Like if you don't agree on a price, shoot them an offer. And they may or may not accept it, but I think this is the place to go to get cool, trendy stuff when you don't want to pay full price. Number 9, never take your car to the dealership for service. I know this sounds like the optimal choice, but it's not. Going to a dealership is the most expensive way to service your car. A lot of times they'll charge you over 100% than what an independent shop would. If you have warranty, it makes sense to go to your dealership, but once it's over, make sure you go to your local mechanic. Independent shops are great, especially for simple services like oil changes. It doesn't really matter if the mechanic at the dealership does your oil change or if your local mechanic does it. Chances are the result is going to be the same. Number 10, go out during happy hour. If you didn't already know this, well, now you know. Going out during happy hour allows you to get some really good deals on drinks, appetizers, and even for some places, you can get a really good deal on meals. All it takes is a quick Google research to see the different happy hours the restaurants in your area offer. Happy hour is the best. It allows you to go out without excessively spending. And personally, my favorite happy hour is from Applebee's. Number 11, use mobile app deals for fast food restaurants. Some of us know we cannot avoid eating out, but the trick is to try to make it less expensive. A lot of fast food places, you guys, have really good deals, but they're only offered on the app. Most recently, I downloaded the Subway app, and for a while, I was getting a free footlong with every purchase of a footlong. And that is just one example of the many deals that are offered on these apps. I've also heard that McDonald's offers a lot of good deals on their app. Also, when you download an app for any fast food restaurant, make sure you sign up for the rewards program. This gives meaning to every purchase you make, because after a certain amount of points that you earn, you're able to get free stuff. And lastly, number 12, bring your own snacks on the plane. Did you guys know you can bring snacks in your backpack or in your carry-on when going to the airport? As long as they're solids, TSA won't take them away. Instead of buying overpriced Cheetos or other snacks inside a store at the airport, take your own snacks. You can always pull them out later, whether this is when you're sitting, waiting for your flight, or when you're in the airplane and you're a little hungry. Maybe I'm the only one who didn't know about this, but it just felt like it wasn't allowed. Like, you're not allowed to bring snacks, but you are. What you're not allowed to bring are liquids. Though you can't take liquids, always make sure to take an empty water bottle. Do not buy overpriced water at the airport. There is always a place there to fill up your water bottle. There are all kinds of ways, you guys, to spend less in our daily lives, and I want to keep discovering more tips to share with you all. But for today, that is all I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate your guys' support, and I can't wait to talk to you guys next week. Bye.